Welcome to another episode of Tort Talk Thursday. As always, here with Joe Fantini with Rosen Injury Lawyers. Joe, thanks so much for taking time to connect with me today.
Thanks for having me, Susan. Always like getting together with you and discussing all things mass torts.
For sure. Well, hey, before we dive right in and talk about, I know we've got a number of updates that you're going to be sharing with us. I just want to take a moment and really thank today's sponsor of Tort Talk Thursday. Today's sponsor is Milestone. And I don't know if I really encourage anyone that has not reached out and talked with Rachel or Sam or any of the awesome Milestone group. But if you haven't, I encourage you to do so. Milestone is a settlement administration firm that brings efficiency. They bring transparency and education to not only the law firms, but the plaintiffs as well. And they have a platform called Milestone's Pathway, and it streamlines the post-settlement process from release administration through payment. So thank you, Milestone.
Yeah, thanks, Milestone. I've had the pleasure of knowing those folks over there for more than a decade. They do a really good job. They treat the attorneys with respect. They always help the clients. And this new service they're offering, I'm actually working with them on a new settlement I have. So really looking forward to that.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, cool. Well, Joe, tell us what's the skinny, what's the update on mass torts. Let's start off and talk about NEC.
Yeah, the biggest news in mass tort world was obviously the verdict that just came down in Missouri. It was a $495 million verdict in this NEC case. It included $95 million in compensatory damages and then $400 million in punitive damages. So a really big verdict. This is the second verdict. The one earlier this year in March, that was for $60 million. So these numbers show you how serious these injuries are and how big these cases. A lot of buzz about this litigation here going forward. We have an MDL going on that's pretty mature, various state court routes. There's over 1,000 cases pending. So expect this to pick up throughout the rest of this year into next year before ultimately there'll have to be some sort of global settlement.
Yeah, that was definitely exciting news to learn this week. What about AFFF?
Yeah, some other really good news about the AFFF litigation. We're focusing now on the plaintiff personal injury cases. The Bellwether order has been entered. We've identified 9 plaintiffs from Pennsylvania and Colorado, the PA plaintiffs with testicular and kidney cancer, the Colorado plaintiffs, thyroid cancer and ulcerative colitis. Litigation is going to move forward, focusing on these cases through the end of this year, expert discovery early next year. I'm predicting a settlement this time next year in all of those cases. So really good news in AFFF.
Yeah, for sure. Anything brewing and new for Uber?
Uber, we've been fighting this for a couple years now, and the pressure's finally paying off. Recently, Uber was ordered to produce data, its own internal data about the reports of sexual misconduct. Uber indicated that they had 21 different categories tracking this and only wanted to give 5 categories. The court really wasn't hearing it. We're supposed to get the production any day here, and then we'll really see what's going on and what Uber knew, and that will help these cases move forward towards a trial likely next year.
Perfect. Tell us what you know about the CPAP settlement matrix.
We've all been waiting to get the settlement matrix, which you know, Susan, obviously is an allocation method that the special master or the settlement administrator uses to apply different points for different injuries. So we just got it, a 44-page manual, one of the biggest I've ever seen. It makes sense because we have so many different injuries, over 20 qualifying injuries. What you need to get is the proof of usage, so the serial number sticker from your clients. Then you need to get the proof of the qualifying compensable injury. And then for every injury, there's going to be an enhancement category related to additional treatment, additional medication. So make sure you focus on the specific compensable injury, find that in the matrix, find the enhancement categories, go get those records and get the clients what they deserve.
And lastly, what is the latest on Zantac?
Zantac, our new favorite litigation that we thought was dead, it's back to life like we were saying. We have a couple trials that are actually ongoing right now in Illinois. You remember the one trial that went to verdict, which is a defense pick. Obviously, things have turned here. We have a strong plaintiff case, and shockingly, GSK settled this case in the middle of trial just like it did all of the other California state cases before they got to trial. The focus is really going on in Delaware, where we're working through the Bellwether process. Going to have some requirements to produce documents in that litigation. The Bellwethers are scheduled to kick off in the beginning of 2025 in Delaware. We also have some pressure going on in Philadelphia. Really good time right now to get some more Zantac cases. I have about 6 to 9 months until I think we'll have another good settlement in 2025.
Fantastic. Joe, as always, grateful for you to take the time out of your week to spend a little bit of time with us, getting us up to speed on what's new and what's happening in the world of mass torts.
Thanks for having me, Susan.
Absolutely. And if you want to hear more week over week from Joe on what's happening in the industry, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.